amazing accomplishment. And the fact that he's going to the Premier League is another compliment to our organization in the MLS. So we're really excited for him, and we're wishing he and Annie and his entire family the best of luck, and we'll be cheering for him for great wins next year or this season. So I'm going to turn it over to Jimmy to talk about Issa.
Yeah, thanks. And I would just echo what Dee said. Tim did a tremendous job. He's not only was a great guy to work with, but has become a good friend, he and Annie. So we wish him the best of luck. And I think everybody understands what a honor it is from him to go from the MLS to a key executive position in the Premier League. I don't want to say it's never been done, but I think it's very rare to do this. So it's a tremendous accomplishment to what he accomplished here. At the same time, we're really fired up to work with Issa. I'll be honest, I thought it would work the reverse, that Tim would stay here and Issa would get a job somewhere else because he was a finalist last year and everybody's looked at the success we've had and knows the role Issa's played. So we thought we would be having these where we wished Issa good luck somewhere, but we're really excited to work with him. He's obviously been crucial in our success really since we got here. I mean, and it's Issa and Tim worked together really well, but I think Issa played a huge role in getting Darlington, our captain, and kind of the core to our team. Played a big role in getting Rossi and getting Cucho, and then of course, where's Coach getting Wilfried? So he has been an integral part of what we do. I think we have a good plan in place. I think you all understand sports and soccer well. You've got to keep moving. The roster adjusts, players come, players go. I think we have the right guy to have that happen. So we were all tremendously disappointed in Saturday night, tremendously disappointed. At the same time, we have a huge rest of the season left. I mean, we're right in contention for another MLS. We have a Champions Cup. So we have lots of Champions Cup. We have lots of opportunities coming. And the key now is to kind of lick our wounds. I'm glad we have a week off to recover from Mexico, both physically and mentally. And we got to really focus on the balance of the season because we still have more than half the season left. And we have a lot of games to play in some compacted time. So we're very excited. I think you all know a lot about Issa. He has a great background. Grew up in France. Parents are from Senegal. He really has worked at two different clubs, Toronto, where he and Tim won a championship, and here where we won two. But he's also worked at the league office, MLS, which I have found to be, particularly for Dee and I, who are relatively new to the game, extremely helpful because he knows how the league works from an internal standpoint. He's also worked at FIFA. And FIFA is, I'll just say, a complex organization, okay? And to have somebody who's worked there and been there helps Dee and I and Wilfried and the entire organization. So very exciting day for the organization, very exciting day for Issa Tall. So without further ado, the new GM of the Columbus Crew, Issa Tall. Issa. We're going to get a picture or not?
No, we're going to.
Okay.
We're going to do a photo first and then we'll do some more photos afterwards.
Thank you.
Could show the back would be great.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Perfect. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. It's obviously a big day for me, but it's great to see you in this room. For me, it's a proud and a very exciting moment to be appointed as the new general manager of the Columbus Crew. I want to take this opportunity to thank ownership, the Haslam, the Johnson, and the Edwards family for their trust and their belief in me since I joined this club. I want to thank my wife, who is so essential to everything I do, and without her, I wouldn't be here. She's the perfect mother for our kids, and I'm forever grateful to her. I'm happy for my family back home, who obviously I'm always in contact with, and I'm so grateful to them for my values and everything they instilled in me. I want to say thank you also to the staff of the Columbus Crew. I'm not going to name anyone, but they know who they are, and it's everyone essentially at all levels who make me a better colleague and a better person. I want to thank Wilfried for what he represents to me. He's a person I've known for years now, and he's a model, and the way he leads his staff is something incredible, and I want to thank his staff as well. Group of people that I love working with. I want to thank our players, guys that I get to be with every day and that I cherish and I root for, and I want to thank them as well. And lastly, I want to thank Tim. Tim is someone very important to me. He is, I've known him for years, and I met him as a colleague. He became my boss, but now he is forever will be my mentor and a friend. And I wish him the very best. I know he'll be successful where he's going. But now as a club, we need to move forward. Again, honored to be appointed as the new GM and the trust that ownership is giving me. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for the Columbus Crew. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much, Issa. We do have a mic that will pass around in the back. We'll start in front with Brianna McKay. Columbus.
Hi, Issa. I first want to ask, how long have you known that if Tim were to leave, you would probably be the next one up as GM?
So it's something we've talked for years with Tim. He's always coached me up to be a GM one day. And that's why when there were opportunities around the league, he pushed me to go and to try. So did ownership, and they didn't block me. And this whole time was a succession planning, whether it was for this club or for my own sake. For this job in particular, there was no timeline. If it ever happens, you'll be one of the main candidates per se. But I don't see it as soon as Tim leaves, I'm next, right? So it was more of learning as I go. And then at one point I was probably showing that I'm capable of become the GM. And when Tim got poached, ownership just entrusted me with with the role.
And now you're joining, obviously stepping into this role mid-season. Can you talk about your vision and what your plans are for the team, not only this season, but in the future?
Yeah. So certainly for the season, I mean, Brianna, you've seen what we've done in the Champions Cup. It's something, obviously, we are all still very disappointed because we're thinking of the last game. But in retrospect, in some time, we'll realize what we've done, beating Tigres, beating Monterrey, and making the club, the city, and the league proud, while maintaining a pretty good record in the league, having only 2 losses, having probably the best defense so far. So excited about this season, certainly. And then for the future, it's continuing to contend for championship. I don't see a reason why not we cannot do that. We've shown it that we can do it, and the hope is to continue doing so.
Go to Christopher.
Issa, congratulations and thanks for being here today. We've heard the talk from the club, from Tim on down, about how the desire is to make the Columbus Crew a worldwide brand.
Mm-hmm.
Can you expand on that as it relates to your vision and now your new responsibility as general manager?
Yes, 100%. When I first joined, I've been here since 2019. So I've been here when we were training at Obets and our academy was all over the place. Didn't have a home really. We were scattered around. And to see where we are here and now, it's incredible. For us to be internationally recognized, it starts with the results on the pitch. And we've shown what we've done so far, hopefully. But with people like Wilfried at the realm, I'm French like him, and I see in the French press that people talk about Columbus Crew. It's something I had never seen before. Seeing Tim get an opportunity in England will get our club on the map, but we shouldn't stop there. We have a Club World Cup coming. We have a World Cup coming. How can we take Columbus again to the world? And it starts with many discussion, with partnership, with having our youth team participate in tournament, and just doing the right thing and being a model club in MLS, and the word will just carry itself abroad.
With your elevation, an early month to departure last month, there are some gaps there seem in the org chart.
Mhm.
Is hiring going to be a part of your early responsibilities as GM?
Yeah, no, 100%, Chris. I wouldn't be smiling if I was worried. It's just because there's a great succession plan in place for each position at the club. So we have great talent within the club, and some people will get opportunities, like myself today, but others will also get opportunities to fill those gaps. That being said, what we have created at this club in terms of the culture and the people we have, we are asked every day by people to join us. And it's something that if there's one thing I'm really proud of what we've built here is really the culture whereby you have people from all over the country coming to Columbus for X reason. And when they come to our training facility, as soon as they step foot in, they send something special. And to hear that feedback is so rewarding. And I'm telling you, we get so many requests of people wanting to join our club. So we won't be, we will have a lot of resumes to pick from.
Joe, go ahead.
Congratulations, Issa.
Thank you.
You got some pretty big shoes to fill.
Mhm.
The club has the one club mentality. With your vision, how is it that you're gonna be able to keep that one club and maybe morph it into something bigger and better?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for your question, Jared. Look, that one club mentality is will be driven by myself, but also by Wilfried and by Mark Nichols. And these people are here, and every day we do that. Now, the reason, Chris mentioned people leaving, and I talked to you about people from within, is exactly to do that, to reinforce our one club mentality. How can we do that better? It's probably putting more attention to our player development or academy. It's something very important to myself because I come through those ranks, and I can explain later. But so is for Wilfried, who went through the same pathway as I did. And we do have talent here in Columbus. We do have talent here in Ohio. And why can't we compete against the best teams, the best youth teams in the country? Why can we develop even more players? So that's the goal with that one club philosophy, is just to empower and get more out of the entire club and not just the focus on the first team.
Go to Kellyanne.
Issa, congratulations. Kellyanne sits with ABC6. I know you've worked very closely with Tim Bezbatchenko throughout the years. What did you learn from him that has helped prepare you for this opportunity?
Yeah, so just to give you some background, Tim and I met in 2013 at the league office. And from our very first interaction, we clicked. There was something, I don't know, in the air maybe. We clicked right away. And on that project we worked on, we quickly realized we have the same work ethic, the same relentlessness, the same attention to details. And that's why we gravitated around each other and became friends pretty quick. So when he went to Toronto, I was lucky to be the first person he called to join him. So I have learned so much from him, but also I've been a good support to him, and I hope he would confirm that. But whether it was at Toronto to establish the club moving forward, whether it was here, it was a working hand in hand. Obviously, he was the leader. At times, he was doing things on his own. Often, I was supporting him, and we were doing things together. But he also delegated a lot to me. So he allowed me, trusted me, that I would be able to do some player signings, complete the construction of the training facility, and so on and so forth. So yes, this is your answer, Kellyanne.
Any other questions from the room? Front, Brianna?
One thing you mentioned hiring already, obviously the news of Corey departing, I want to ask about that decision with Corey leaving and if there's any plans to fill that Crew 2 GM position at the time.
So first of all, I want to thank Corey for what he's done for the club. At the time, his role was needed just because, the structure of the club, we had no academy, and he did a great job for that. Now, moving forward, again, now I'm going to go back to what I was telling Kellyanne. I come from player development pathway. And luckily, I was in a country who's known for that. Wilfried went through the exact same way. And what reassures me, and that's why I'm hopeful and very enthusiastic for the future of the club in that environment, is that I'm 100% aligned with Wilfried of how things should be structured. So now you look at our second team and it's players from the academy, and the hope is to have even more of that. The hope is to have players that are maybe it's a little bit aggressive, but 17, 16, 15 coming through into the academy. So we're still discussing in terms of the structure. We have a plan in place, and honestly, I think we're on the right track to do great things.
Anyone else? Back.
Jeremiah Jackson, ABC6 News. Now, you worked with Tim for quite a while, you know, what are some of the similarities or what differentiates your operating style from Tim?
Yeah, so the similarities is what I mentioned earlier in terms of the attention to detail, the relentlessness, and that feeling to never stop. There's always better to do. Now I'm different. I'm different. We have different ideas, different philosophies. What reassures me again is that they're very aligned with our current coach in terms of playing style, in terms of culture, in terms of values. But there's no one perfect way of doing things. I'm going to do it my way, trying to be authentic. I think that's what I've received so many messages that I'm grateful for from our internal staff, from people around the league, from former players that I was part of cutting, and yet they send me a message of congratulations. So this, you know, it's me. It's who I am. Look, at the end, Columbus is home now. It's the place that I spend the most time in. My kids were born here. I call this place home. Funny story, my first spring break when I was in college was in Columbus. My aunt lives here. So it is home, and the Columbus Crew is my club. When we first arrived, we were supposed to be a club that wasn't even supposed to be here. And we are more than here.
Mike Ayres.
Have you spoken with Tim over the last 24 hours or so? And if so, can you share anything that you spoke about?
Unfortunately, no. Yesterday was crazy for both of us, probably. And I tried to call him at a time when I thought he was going to pick up, and he didn't. But then he sent me a message, a long, thoughtful message, which I couldn't reply to because I was busy. But then at night, he was one of the last person I wrote to. And I told him what I thought about him, and I thanked him. I said I wish he was here when this is happening to me, because this is something he's always wished for me. But we promise ourselves that we will catch up. And one thing for sure is that our relationship will continue despite him leaving. And you have to remember, he's the one who introduced me to this club, this city. He's the one who convinced me to join this city. And as you know, Michael, the club in 2024 is not what it was in 2019. So I'm grateful to what he's done for me, and I wish him the best.
Thanks, Mike. Any other questions from the room? Wonderful. With that,
If I may add, sorry, I just want to thank you guys, because again, when I first arrived, this club is not what it is now. We are so fortunate for our ownership group, because talking with other people around the league, this is not normal. The investment they put into this club, into our people is beyond incredible. But also what you guys have done over the past years. Before I came, Michael, I was reading your articles, and then Columbus Dispatch with Jacob Myers at the time, with Bailey, Brianna now, Chris, I've known you for many years, and the massive report, the TV coverage it's important what you guys do, because you take that story to our fans, who, by the way, are incredible. I was telling Rob earlier today that we have something special, very special, because the outside look at us and see us as a club model, but it's more than just a club. Our fans are key to what we do. every single stadium we play at, you have yellow pockets, and it's only us. Well, probably other clubs, but for sure the Columbus Crew, whether we play in Orlando, in Minnesota, in New York, you always have Crew fans, and it's powerful to our players, powerful to our staff, powerful to our club. So let's keep going.